Hey there guys, thank you for joining with me today, and this is going to be another Mythic Plus Pug group. This is going to be a Theater of Pain 12. So we're just going to continue working through some of these dungeons. I know it's getting late in the season, and I do appreciate you guys who are sticking with me and still watching some of my videos. Pretty soon we'll be able to start working through some of the new dungeons. As far as Mythic 0 will open here in the next couple of weeks, so we're gonna go through some of those as we get access to them, especially the ones that we may not have done in a while. We're gonna make sure we get some of those taken care of. Alright, here we're gonna just go ahead and go right straight through, making sure that we get everything. Let the tank go ahead and get all of his aggro up, and then we're gonna get into our basic rotation here. Make sure that you do the interrupt there on that boss. Again, we're going to want to make sure we have our Thrill of the Hunt stacked as high as we can. Make sure you get out of that frontal. That was almost too much. Healer almost couldn't hold up on it, but now that we've got that other guy down, looks like he's able to hold the healing a little better, so that's good. Again, we're gonna have the blue guy on screen is gonna be the one that we're going to focus first.
Watch your feet. Run out. Breath incoming.
Ooh-wee.
Breath incoming. AOE incoming.
Yeah, that frontal is pretty nasty if you're too far away from them. Try to be considerate where you're putting those circles. You got other people moving around. Just pay attention to kind of where you're at. That's how that boss goes. Again, if you're new to the channel, thank you for joining in. If you're here looking for a rotation specific for Beast Mastery, then you can always check back at my other videos. I did one about 2 weeks ago or 3. Having the basic rotation. I will at times talk about that basic rotation, and that's something that you're going to want to continue to emphasize, that you want to make sure you keep that Thrill of the Hunt stack up, which you get from hitting your barbed shot, and you're going to want to hit your kill command as often as possible. That's your highest DPS attack. And then you want to hit multi-shot. Especially when you have 3 or more targets up, so that way you get Beast Cleave going, which allows your Beast to attack more than, or hit more than one target with their attacks. So that's the basics of the rotation. Then you're going to want to, you're going to want to put Kill Command in there on cooldown. You're going to want to do your Call of the Wild on cooldown, and then just keep everything up and going.
Watch your step.
That's pretty much the basic rotation. Sometimes we'll throw some traps in there or some other things, but just keep that going, and DPS will definitely show for it. So on this guy here, he's gonna throw it's a blade or something he throws. I don't remember what it is, but anyway, that if you can get behind one of these here, let's see. I couldn't get behind there. Anyway, if you can get behind that wall, then it'll miss you, but it's kind of iffy. Yeah, see, he got it. You could see there, he was able to get behind. I got stuck on the wall there. Pretty stupid. Got to be careful whenever I'm disengaging too, because we got a pack that's gonna be.
Break line of sight.
Oh man, it's gonna be coming up there pretty soon behind me. I don't wanna wander over there and get into their area, because it will absolutely cause a lot of problems. It doesn't have to be that corner necessarily. It can be any corner. I haven't, probably should have tested it there, just to see if yeah, I should have tested. Might could have feigned death there. I don't know. I don't know if that interrupts that cast or not. Something was going on with the healer there, so something going on. So there was kind of a little bit of a variation to that. I hit the explosive shot first, just so I could go ahead and get that going. Everything was already bunched up. I don't always do that. It's according to whether it's available or not is definitely a reason why I wouldn't cast it. But if you've got a big pack, that's definitely going to be something you're going to want to consider. Is that something you're going to want to cast first?
Watch your step.
Let's see right here what they're going to do. They're going to...
Watch your step.
Let's see if I can... So if you get caught up in that, and you can feign death and get out of it, it'll go back, as long as none of the other members have pulled any kind of aggro. Now this boss, you gotta make sure you get rid of the totem first. He's got 3 different casts there. He has a frontal cleave, he has a full circle that he casts, and then there's a frontal. So here, I'll probably let Ropka, or if that's his name, we'll go ahead and let him just go ahead, and we're not going to do anything hard there to try to prevent that. We're going to want to kill this banner, so it doesn't really matter if you win or lose there in that PvP section. The main thing is you just get back up to the top as quick as possible. So if you look like you're going to die, just go ahead and die. It won't kill you. And then that way everybody can get back up here and focus their attack on that banner, the oppressive banner.
Attack totem.
Pretty soon we're going to be losing the audible or the audio
Watch your step.
of the calling out different things. We'll see how they're going to work with that. Anyway, that's DBM making those call outs for us on the fly. So apparently they're going to get rid of some of those add-ons. Let's focus back up on the banner here and get that on. I didn't do any videos on that. There were some others that were doing a pretty good job of that, so I didn't manage to mess with that. Although I do have some feelings on it. But again, it is what it is. We're just going to deal with what they've got going on. Run straight towards him. Oh my goodness.
Attack totem.
Back on totem. Make sure you get your pets out when you die like that. That was pretty stupid. Guess I could have probably hit my turtle here. We're going to want to make sure we dismiss our pets. These little companions will wind up pulling that guy that we skipped over there if we don't dismiss them. They don't jump down with you, so be aware of that. And then we're going to go over here to the... They may do a big pull here and hit hero. If they do, I believe they are. They're definitely going to pull big, it looks like. Hero, I don't know. That was almost a bad situation. Let's pop that guy out. Make sure to stay out of the green circles. These sludge spewers are gonna be causing a lot of havoc.
Survive.
And I'm not sure. I'm not really on hero duty here, so I didn't have to cast it up on the first one, so I don't know why I would do it there. There is definitely a lot of damage going out. And yeah, we have a shaman. Alright, we made it through that. It was not without casualties, that is for sure. Hopefully here we're gonna sneak past a gas bag here, make sure he doesn't see you. And we're gonna head right on down here. We're gonna focus on this sludge spewer. Let's go ahead and cast that. Again, he's gonna jump around, so it's better to just go ahead and be in range of everything that's going on. Hit that at the wrong time. Should have been paying attention better. Let's go ahead and get our cooldowns going. Let's see here. Stick back up with that basic rotation again. Making sure you have Thrill of the Hunt active, multi-shot going. Kill command, kill command. And we got everything up and going right now. Make sure you avoid that cast from gas bag. That's definitely a necessity. Sludge spewer. Still not 100% sure about what's going to be going on with the tier list on how high we're gonna Hunter. We don't know where it's gonna wind up. Obviously, there are some preliminary results coming out of the PTR from what I've seen, but most of those are pretty sketchy, so they adjust those. We'll see. I expect probably a lot of the same. We'll see how the new tier set works. Idea there is to try and stay in that circle until he actually casts that circle. If you're outside of that circle, it can cause you to get pulled in. So we went ahead and hit our cooldowns. I think they were on timer. See there, if you stay inside that circle, it will not pull you in. But if you stay in it until the cast goes off, it'll kill you. Well, I guess according to what size key it is, but it is definitely so you can do that if you're waiting on that. You gotta avoid these chains too. That's another important part. Mainly focus on gore chop. There's really no need in really focusing on the leftovers unless you are getting behind, which makes it kind of a DPS check. If you're not able to get those guys down, you'll get overran. But the whole idea is here to hopefully focus gore chop the whole time and then just cleave those other guys down. Best way to do it. Best way to do it for sure. Now is 2 wings down, 3 bosses in, 15 minutes to go. Doing pretty good. The thing about this dungeon is that that last boss is just right after the last wing, so that should be able to move pretty quickly over there to Mordretha, which is definitely a pretty salty fight. That's probably the biggest deal. I've seen great groups that make it there no problem, and then they mess up on Mordretha. So we'll see how that works out. Already got already made up quite a bit of time here, so let's see which way they go. Normally we're gonna go left, but seen them go both ways. Doesn't really matter to me. We're just DPSing. So soul binder. Make sure you interrupt that soul bind if you can. Very good, very good. I guess it looks like we might have forgot to get our little buff up there. Might make a difference in our DPS, I don't know. Magus has a little shield there that you can knock off of him if you hit trank shot. We got that interrupt there. Just keep on keeping on. See, trank shot that. Gonna wind up getting that knocked off. We got 4 seconds on our next trank shot. We're gonna do the same thing there to him.
Interrupt.
Knock that shield off. If not, you wind up having to DPS through it, which takes a little longer. Oh yeah, look at that. We're just gonna let the tank go first. And these dark speakers here are gonna have a nice little tornado that they're gonna cast at you. Make sure you avoid that. It'll knock you off the platform. There, right on me, man. Targeted me head on. Let's go ahead and try to work on those. Had a little, hit the mouse a little bit the wrong way and ended up with a weird view. I think it was a view from the bottom, but anywho, we have to do all this stuff here with these extra mobs because we avoided conflict with that third mini boss over on the PvP section, which helped us out a little bit because those are a little easier to kill than that mini boss. We only got 2% left, so we probably did a little more than we needed. It's alright. Let's go ahead and take care of Magus' shield there. Get the soul binder interrupted and avoid the dark speakers frontal. That will again knock you all the way off the platform. You'll have to come running back. Healer will not be able to get you. Dark speaker, hit the interrupt. Yeah, we're just having fun now. We're just playing with it the best we can. Staying warmed up, you know, kind of the off season, if you so to say. Even though we are still in season 2, it's pretty much just playing to have fun. I guess some people may be trying to play to get some points or something, but
Watch your step.
alright, so we're gonna make sure we don't overlap our circles with anybody. If we get a circle,
5, 4,
gotta avoid these little blobs here that are going around the room, and then we're gonna stack our make sure we stack our souls. Put down a little sticky trap here so we can,
watch your step.
little tar trap,
Spread.
slow their movement down a little bit, and we're gonna try to repeat that process. Again, we're gonna avoid the little orbs. We're gonna hit our interrupts when we got them. We're gonna make sure that we don't overlap our circles, and then we're gonna make sure that we put our souls down so they're all stacked together.
Spread.
We do that so everybody can DPS cleave on them.
5, 4,
I didn't.
3,
I hit the button. It must not have been off cooldown. Here, we're gonna go right here. It's probably better to go the other place, but
watch your step.
I don't think we needed to hit our
Spread.
Well of Darkness. That's gonna cause us to have a circle. Again, we're going to avoid overlapping those if we can at all possibility. And we're just going to continue to hit our DPS, make sure we keep our 3 stacks of Thrill of the Hunt up, make sure we're hitting our kill command as often as we can, and just keep on focusing on that boss. We're not going to hit... we could probably go ahead and hit our cooldown here, simply because we're going to have a little bit of time up there. We're not going to be... yeah, we're probably going to have to focus the ads. Boss has a little bit too much health, but anyway, we're not going to be hitting the hero until... whoa. Until the second phase of Mordretha, so we'll have time to allow that cooldown to reactivate. We're gonna wind up pulling those guys that we skipped. Actually, I think they're not gonna pull those. We've already got our percentage, so there's no reason to pull them. Some of the groups I've seen use that because there's a role play here that takes some time. See there? And during that time you could be attacking those, but in this position we're not going to do it. We got 6 minutes. Plenty of time to kill Mordretha. Probably not a wipe though, so we need to be careful. First off, is we're going to want to make sure that we avoid that frontal that she casts. Guess it's a she. Maybe a he, I don't know. But I'm going to make sure we avoid that. Right here we can use our Feign Death so that the grip gets knocked off of us, but we're going to want to stack those as tight as possible. And hit the interrupt if you can. Now you're going to have another frontal. Notice our cooldowns are active again. We've got 60-some% left, so let's hold off on all of our goodies. But we're going to want to pop those at 50%. We're going to make sure we use all of our smackdowns. They went ahead and did it now. I don't know why. That's good. Go ahead and push through this. Go ahead and hit a little defensive there, just for some good luck, so your healer will like you. Now we're on our hero, but we're gonna make sure we're hitting that kill command all the time. Also got to avoid those ghostly animals running around. Again, we're going to stay out of those circles. And then we're going to get a grasp, which I can feign death, I believe, but not really a need. Toughest thing here is going to be that frontal again, and that thing coming across. My goodness.
Survive.
It's alright, they've only got 4%. That's why you save your hero for right there. That's a pretty tough boss. But as you can see, it would have probably been pretty tough if we would have not been able to get her down that far. So in all reality, there we go. That's how you kill Mordretha. Actually, probably should have done better than that, because of the deaths. Or probably should have been able to avoid those, but alrighty guys, so if you followed me this far, I do appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave those in that comment section below, and we'll catch you on the next one. Guys, have a good day. Bye bye.